Good morning, everyone. This morning we'd like to talk about the illiteracy in the entire world. We will talk about it a little bit. We will take some aspects about the economy aspects and also some violence aspects, and how if there is an inflection of economy inflection or any violence inflection for the about that affect the literacy and illiteracy in the world. Me and Mohammed gonna present this topic, and after we finish the presentation, we will be happy to answer any question. We can start with Mohammed.
Okay. We're gonna talk about what does illiteracy mean and why we choose illiteracy. And we'll show you two maps. The first map talks about the illiteracy rate in the world, and the second map will talk the world violence map, and finally we'll talk about the solutions for illiteracy.
What does illiteracy mean? It's the condition of being unable to read and write. That's a problem many people are facing in the entire world, and fortunately there is a lot of violence and a lot of economy issues which caused by the illiteracy around the world, and we will show you the examples and everything in the slides.
This is a picture of Africa where they use an old school way of teaching. They don't have any, you can see that they don't have any pencils or any papers to use. Why we choose literacy?
We choose the illiteracy because, as I said before, it's an important topic because it's each of us or any person around the world can be affected by the illiteracy. I will show you an example about the violence around the world.
This picture shows that in Pakistan a lot of parents force their children to work and not to study, which lead them to literacy. This is the wrong thing, that because they will not get educated and they will face a lot of problems in life and struggles.
That's the example I was talking about, which is a world map indicating literacy by countries. As you see, we have the world map, and we have the dark blue till the red color. That means 97 of the people in the United States know how to read and write. And if you can recognize this area, which is Africa, the average is between 35% and between 70%. As you see, Africa and Pakistan and Afghanistan. And I will relate it to the other map, which is the violence map. You can see the same. That's the violence. If it gets darker, it means there is more violence. We can see Africa here. There is a lot of dark spots. If you compare these two maps, you can find a relationship between the violence and the illiteracy. So in conclusion, I believe that there is a relationship between illiteracy and violence. Each subject affects the other. So if there is less education, there will be more violence.
As we all all know that United States have the best economy in the whole world, and even Saudi Arabia, because of the oil, and even Russia. So the rate of literacy is very low. So it also depends on the economy.
Each income, yeah. If there is a lot of, if the income is good, the education will be better, and that's a lot of countries shows this reason.
This is the country's rules.
Solution for illiteracy. We give some solution. Motivation.
Yeah, motivation for kids. A lot of schools now motivate kids to read and to spelling practice and contest, so they can enjoy while they get educated. This shows us how motivation work. It inspires children to practice and read by supporting them and choosing books that they're interested in, and they have the right to choose whatever they want to read. And then when and the result is the improvement. Child increase confidence and ability to read, because a lot of children, when they can't, they're afraid to read because they don't know how to read well. So, and now we will show you a video about literacy.
Tonight we begin a special look at a crisis that is largely hidden in this country: illiteracy. 7 million people are completely illiterate. They cannot read a word. 27 million Americans cannot complete a job application. 30 million cannot read a simple sentence. ABC's Pierre Thomas on the impact of so many people living in the shadows.
For nearly all of her 45 years, Monica Baxley has lived with a crippling secret.
I cried a lot over this when I was alone.
Baxley was functionally illiterate. She quit school in the 9th grade, and for 3 decades kept her secret from friends, family, even her husband.
I didn't want to be exposed beyond anything else. That was the most important thing, not for no one to ever learn.
Her travel limited because she was unable to read road signs, unable to read a newspaper or food labels in a supermarket. She never voted in an election.
I didn't know who or what to vote for.
Avoiding the doctor out of fear she would have to fill out a medical form or read a prescription.
My health is poor now, but I really believe that's because I never went to the doctor.
It is a life and death issue, and the reason for this is that literacy affects your health in so many different ways.
The American Medical Association Foundation surveyed patients who could not read. This woman signed a form she could not understand, agreeing to a hysterectomy without knowing it.
And my mouth fell open, and I thought to myself, how could I be so stupid as to allow somebody to take part in my body, and I didn't know it.
Another woman described the stress of a doctor's visit.
It paralyzes your thoughts completely to think that you may say something or something is put before you to read and you can't read it.
It's a tremendous problem when you think about the cost for us economically, health-wise.
Undiagnosed learning disorders, poverty, unstable home life, all factors contributing to illiteracy.
Monica Baxley finally learned to read at age 41 and now spends time helping others.
I believe that with all my heart, that there's others out there that's just like me.
Millions living in the shadows. Pierre Thomas, ABC News, Chipley, Florida.
You can find information about literacy programs near you at our website, abcnews.com.
When we show you this video, there is a lot of questions, and we want to ask this question also. This woman, as an example, she don't know how to read or to write, but she live a good life. Did you mention? So, yeah, she had a car, she has a home. But do you think illiteracy, that's one of our questions, do you think illiteracy is really related to violence and low income and poor economy? That's a question we got.